I've gotten this question a lot from people I personally know and also people I don't personally know, and they all want to know how I started my own business at 23 years old from home and have sustained it for the last 5 years. So if you're watching this video because you're interested in starting a business yourself or you just need a little bit of motivation, you've come to the right place because I'm going to talk about how I came up with my business idea and how I actually got clients for the first time when I had not that much experience. And if I can do it, you can do it. So grab your favorite notebook and a pen and let's get into it. All right, so at age 23, I was still dealing with a lot of chronic health issues. I couldn't really hold a normal job, especially not a 9 to 5. I needed to be home a lot. And at this time, I had actually been working my first normal job. It was still a part-time job sitting at a desk. It was a sales position, but I didn't really like it. The environment was very toxic. I needed to get out of there, but I didn't want to just leave. I needed to figure out a way that I could work that worked for me also because I was going through so much health-wise. My health has improved since starting this business, but that's a separate video. So this all starts on TikTok. Believe it or not, I was scrolling through TikTok one day and I see this girl's video. Her name is Jessica Hawks, and she's talking about how she's made over $10,000 a month doing something called virtual assisting. And naturally, I thought, well, that has to be a scam because no one can make that much money just doing something so simple, right? Well, actually, it's not a scam. I looked into it. Anyone can start their own virtual assistant business, and a lot of people still do it. I did start out as a virtual assistant, but eventually I actually changed my business to focus only on social media management. The idea of my business was still the same, which was I wanted to help business owners and I wanted to do it in a creative way. I fell in love with her content. It really got me motivated to start my own. And so one day I just decided, okay, I'm just gonna do it. The first step that I took was I came up with a business name. And then once I had my business name, I played around on Canva, which you can get for free. I made up my own little logo and I made an Instagram. Once you figured out what you actually want to do and what you can provide to people, then you will come up with a business name that suits you and make sure that you are posting about it on social media, or at least just get your social media page created in case someone else takes that name. You never know. That's the first step, is to just come up with your name, get your basic social media pages started, or if you need to start a website instead, do that. It's gonna be different for everyone because there are a lot of different kinds of businesses that you can start. If you're watching this and you're like, I don't need social media for my business, well, you're wrong, but okay, if you don't want to start social media, at least get a website so you can have a portfolio or somewhere to direct people so they can contact you or they can take a look at what you do. Okay, now the dreaded question, how do I get clients? This is the hardest part of any business, whether you're a brick and mortar store or you're an online business. How do you get clients? Well, it's gonna look different for everyone, but here's what I did and here's what worked for me. So I joined a lot of local business pages on Facebook where people could network. That helped me a lot to meet people that I didn't already know. But because I was living in an area that I had been in for a while, I actually knew a lot of local people who would be interested in having me help them out. But before I got paid, I actually worked with someone for free. If you are doing something that you don't have any experience in, I always recommend doing something for free for somebody. Let them know, hey, I'm offering this service for free. I'm trying to get experience. I want to add this to my portfolio. That way they know what they're getting into. And then once I was done working with that client, I had a bunch of videos already done for their TikTok page, and I was able to show that to clients who would actually pay me something. But once again, if you are living in an area where you don't know a lot of people, maybe you just moved somewhere, those online groups are really going to be helpful for you to get your name out there and get some experience. You can still offer your services for free or for a discounted rate. If you have no experience in what you're doing, do it for free for somebody first. That way you can get a little bit more experience, have something to show for it. And also you can find out if this is something you really want to do. For me, I started out doing the virtual assisting stuff and I was good at it. It wasn't that exciting. A lot of my clients actually ended up asking me if I could help them edit videos or post things, and that's kind of how I got into the social media management niche. Now you're building your portfolio. This is going to be super helpful for you for the longevity of your business. Anyone that is interested in working with you is going to want to see your work, or at least some reviews depending on what your business actually is and what services you offer. It's just really helpful to be able to direct people to examples of what you do rather than just telling them what you do and telling them how much it would cost. People really like to see exactly what they're getting. So that brings me into the next thing that you're going to need, which is packages slash pricing. The packages and the pricing are obviously going to change over time. Your prices should be going up as you get more experience, and they should be different for different services if you offer multiple things. So maybe you start out with having two different packages where one is the lower tier, one is the higher tier, so you charge a little bit less for less work. And the other one, people can pay a little bit more for more of your time. What you're gonna wanna do is create a very simple price sheet or package sheet, depending on your services once again. I do monthly packages, so I don't price everything out individually anymore. It just was too complicated and people were confused. So I opted to go for the monthly rate and just let them know exactly what they get for that 1 month, how many posts, how many calls, everything is gonna be on that sheet for them. And you can also tailor this per client. Some of my clients have a small budget and some have a large budget and bigger goals. So obviously I'm not gonna show them something I would show to a very small business who's just starting out. Those people are gonna be a different target. You're gonna wanna have a variety of what you can offer people and be flexible. People are going to want to negotiate with you, which is totally fine. I always welcome that, and you should too. You're going to want to have this price sheet or the packages that you offer for people. Go into Canva once again and create something that matches your little logo that you made, and just keep it like really simple color scheme, easy to read for people. Don't make it too fancy. Okay, and lastly, this is the most important thing that you're gonna need, which is the audacity, a little bit of delusion, and a lot of confidence, okay? You might not fully believe in yourself when you're starting out this business, and that's okay. You still need to at least have the drive and the motivation to want to keep going. You shouldn't be like at home going, oh, I don't know if anyone's gonna wanna hire me. How do you know unless you ask? You have to ask people, you have to meet people, you have to put yourself out there. Yes, it's gonna be nerve-wracking. I have social anxiety, trust me, I get it. I have to put myself out there no matter how I feel. I have to talk to people. I have to come across as confident and knowing what I'm doing. And of course, after 5 years of doing this, that's gotten easier. But for you, if you don't have the confidence or you're too shy, at least get some motivation, okay? Use the money to motivate you if that's what motivates you. Or, if you wanna just help people with what you're doing, use that motivation to keep you going and to find your ideal clients, because if you don't believe in yourself, the client will not believe in you either. That's all the tips for today's video. I hope this was helpful for you in starting this new business journey. I'm really excited to see where it goes. And if you have any specific questions about starting a business, running a business, anything in that nature, leave it in the comments below, because this video is just the tip of the iceberg of what I have to say about all of this. I'll see you guys in the next one, and don't forget to like and subscribe, okay? I know you're gonna forget, so don't forget. I'm watching you. Press the subscribe button. Come on now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.